Hello friends, welcome to my channel Rinku HandCrafts. Today we are going to see how to make waffle stitch scarf here. This one is very easy to make even for beginners level, and if you see, this is very textured scarf, so it feels really beautiful. Once you make it, you will know it. And it has two patterns. So this is the front side, which you can see this is waffle stitch, and if you want you can use this pattern as well from the front side. So you can say this is double-sided scarf, and both patterns are really beautiful. Here the scarf, this one which I have made, it's 4 inches in width and 5 feet in length, so it's quite long scarf. If you want, you can make this scarf in any length. If you want, you can make it a short one, or if you want to make it super lengthy scarf, you can make that also. For particularly this scarf, we work our scarf in width wise, so we start doing this horizontal rows first rather than doing the whole length of the scarf first lengthwise. So this one is the width wise, so you can change your length of scarf anytime you want in between projects. So if you were planning to do short scarf and in between if you think, oh, you want long scarf, you can do that. You have that option, because in this scarf we are working width wise. And if you see, this scarf is quite stretchable, so it feels nice. Here you can see, and I have added these little fringes here just to give a beautiful look to my scarf. So please watch full video to get the idea or to get the hang of this stitch, the waffle stitch. It's very easy stitch. It's not at all complicated as it looks. Now let's start. Now here I have this 4 medium worsted weight yarn, and it's quite big ball of yarn here, you can see. Now the other details about the yarn are given in the description, so you can check that out. The hook I'm using is 5mm hook. You can use 5.5mm hook as well, or 6mm hook as well. Depending upon your hook, your scarf size or width and length both will increase with same number of stitches. Then I have here yarn needle, and I have this scissor. Now to start, first make a slip stitch to our hook here, like this. Hold your yarn like this, insert finger, then turn it and pull this yarn like this, and then make a slip stitch and make one more chain to secure it, like this. Now we'll start making our chains here, and this number of chains that we are making, this is very important step, because based on this our next stitches will come. So the number of chains we are going to make will be in multiple of 3, so it will be 3 3 3 3 3 plus 2 chains. Okay, so here I'm going to make 18 chains, which is multiple of 3 and plus 2 chains, so total 20 chains. So I'll start making my first chain, then 2 3 4 5, and keep these chains a little bit loose, because we are going to work our next stitches in these chains, so keep it a bit loose. Now here my 20 chains are done. Now for next row, that is row 1, we are going to skip first 2 chains, and in this third chain we are going to make our first double crochet stitch. So for double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook in the chain, then pull the yarn. You have 3 loops on the hook. Pull the yarn from first 2 loops and then pull the yarn from other 2 loops. Now this our first double crochet is done. Like this we are going to make one double crochet each in each of these chains till we reach here at the end, and at the end you should have total 18 double crochet stitches. So I'll make my second double crochet here just to show you again. Like this, insert your hook, pull the yarn, you have 3 loops on the hook, pull the yarn from first 2 loops and pull the yarn from other 2 loops. So like this I'll complete my row and then I'll meet you back here at the end. Now here my 18 double crochet stitches are done. Now for row 2 I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work like this, and then in this first top of this first V loop here you can see, or this chain, in this gap I am going to make my first double crochet stitch of round 2 like this. Now the next stitch we are going to do is front post double crochet stitch, so I'll show you how to do that. So this double crochet that we did in row 1, this is called as post, and to do front post double crochet stitch, first with yarn over, then insert your hook in this gap, and from behind this double crochet stitch like this, take your hook out and then pull the yarn. Now you have 3 loops on the hook, so pull the yarn from first 2 loop and pull the yarn from other 2 loops. So our first front post double crochet stitch is done. Now in this next loop, top of this double crochet, in this V loop we are going to make one double crochet stitch, then again one double crochet in this next one, and next we are going to do front post double crochet stitch in this next loop here. So yarn over, insert your hook in the gap, insert your hook behind this double crochet stitch, pull the yarn, then you have 3 loops, pull the yarn from first 2 loops and then pull the yarn from other 2 loops. So like this. Again I'll make one double crochet each in next 2 loops, like this, and then front post double crochet stitch here, like this. And now here if you see, here we have our first column of front post double crochet, this is second column and this is the third one, and in these columns here you can see we have this little box type of pattern created. So this is called waffle stitch pattern. So this is just the initial pattern that we have created here. Once you complete 3 or 4th row, then you will get clear idea about this pattern. So like this continue your stitches. So the pattern will be front post, the sequence will be front post double crochet stitch, then double crochet, double crochet, then front post double crochet, double crochet and double crochet. So like this, follow the sequence and meet me back here at the end. Now the last stitch I have done here is front post double crochet stitch. After that, here you can see this V loop here. Here we are going to make our last double crochet stitch like this, and in this way our round row 2 is completed. Now for row 3, chain 1 and turn your work. And now if you see, with 18 chains at the start, I could make 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 these little box type of pattern. So if you want to make your scarf a little bit wider, then you can just increase these multiples of 3 the chains, and then accordingly this your scarf will become wider, and this number of these small box pattern, this will increase. Now for row 3, once you turn your work, then make double crochet stitch in this first loop here, one double crochet stitch, and then for row 3 we are going to follow the same stitch pattern of previous row which you see here from the back side. So if you see just a double crochet stitch, you will make normal one double crochet here at the top of that, and if you see your double crochet stitches have come a little bit up here, like these 2 stitches you can see here, we are going to make front post double crochet stitch in next 2 stitches. So this is one front post double crochet stitch is done, and then I'll make one more front post double crochet stitch here like this. Then again here I see a normal double crochet stitch, so I'll make normal double crochet on the top of that like this, and then here again I can see these 2 double crochet stitches that have come a little bit up, so I'll follow the pattern of 2 front post double crochet stitch each here. If you don't see the difference in your stitches yet, or if you are a beginner, then just remember the sequence for row 3. Here initially we did one double crochet stitch at the start, then after that we did, the sequence will be one double crochet and 2 front post double crochet next to each other. So these three stitches will be our sequence for row 3. One double crochet, front post double crochet, front post double crochet, one double crochet, front post double crochet, front post double crochet. Now like this complete your row 3 and meet me back here at the end. Now here I made one double crochet at the last, and in this last V loop I am going to make one more double crochet. Now for row 4, chain 1 and turn your work, and now here if you see, just half part of this waffle stitch is done here with one row. Now we'll make the whole waffle stitch here with row 4. Now for row 4, first in this first loop here we are going to make one double crochet stitch. Now remember this one double crochet stitch at start and at the end. This is common for all rows here till you reach or till you complete your scarf. Now the sequence here we are going to do for row 4 is exactly going to be the same as row 2. So first we'll make one front post double crochet stitch here, because if you can see this double crochet, this has come a little bit up here. You can see, if you don't understand the difference or if you are not sure about it, then just forget about it. Just remember this sequence what we are going to do. So first here we'll make one front post double crochet stitch like this, and then these 2 double crochet stitches here we are going to make normal double crochet stitches. Then again front post double crochet stitch, and then 2 normal double crochet stitch. Now to show you the pattern, I'll make one more front post double crochet stitch here. Now if you see, we have created this two little box type of pattern here. Now for your scarf you need to follow the same steps, the same you need to repeat the same rows, row 2 and row 3 throughout your project till you reach at the end. And when you end your project, I'll recommend you to end your project with even number of rows. So here you can see, once I complete my 4th row, I'll get this full box type of pattern here. If you finish your work in odd number of row, then you will get this half box pattern here. So we don't want that. So whenever you will end your project, just end it on the even number of rows. So here I'll complete my row 4 and then I'll meet you back here at the end. I usually make my scarf a little bit longer because I like to wrap it at least once or twice around my neck. So I usually prefer the length from just a little bit above the thigh, from one thigh to another thigh, just a little bit above that. So I usually prefer long scarf. So follow my video and the instructions I have given and repeat these rows until you complete your project. And at the end I'll show you how to make this scarf even more beautiful by adding some fringes here. Now here I have finished making my scarf and you can see how beautiful this pattern looks. And now we'll attach some fringes to this scarf. And now here my beautiful scarf is ready. I hope you like my video. If you like it, then please give a big thumbs up. Please share my channel with your friends and family and don't forget to subscribe it. Thank you so much for watching the video. See you soon in the next one.